Social loafing, Ringelmann's effect. Social loafing is the phenomenon of people exerting less effort to achieve a goal when they work in a group than when they work alone. This is seen as one of the main reasons groups are sometimes less productive than the combined performance of their members working as individuals. Social loafing can be explained by the free rider theory and the resulting sucker effect, which is an individual's reduction in effort in order to avoid pulling the weight of a fellow group member. Research on social loafing began with rope pulling experiments by Ringelmann, who found that members of a group tended to exert less effort in pulling a rope than did individuals alone. Maximilien Ringelmann was a French professor of agricultural engineering who discovered the Ringelmann effect in the year 1913. Ringelmann had his students individually and in groups pull on a rope. He noticed that the effort exerted by a group was less than the sum of the efforts exerted by the students acting individually. This finding is one of the earliest discoveries in the history of social psychology, allowing Ringelmann to be described by some as a founder of social psychology. Social loafing at workplace. There are certain examples of social loafing in the workplace that are discussed by James Larson in his essay Loafing on the Job. For example, construction men working vigorously on a construction site while some of their working partners are lounging on rock walls or leaning on their shovels doing nothing. Another example is a restaurant such as McDonald's where some employees are lounging about while others are eagerly ready to take an order. Clapping and shouting experiments. In contrast with Ringelmann findings, Bibb Latané replicated previous social loafing findings while demonstrating that the decreased performance of groups was attributable to reduced individual effort as distinct from deterioration due to coordination. They showed this by blindfolding male college students while making them wear headphones that masked all noise. They then asked them to shout both in actual groups and in pseudo groups in which they shouted alone but believed that they were shouting with others. When subjects believed one other person was shouting, they shouted 82% less as intensely as they did alone, but with 5 others, their effort decreased to 74%. The opposite of social loafing. Social facilitation. Social facilitation is the tendency for people to perform differently when in the presence of others than when alone. Compared to their performance when alone, when in the presence of others, they tend to perform better on simple or well-rehearsed tasks or worse on complex or new ones. The Yerkes-Dodson law, when applied to social facilitation, states that the mere presence of other people will enhance the performance in speed and accuracy of well-practiced tasks, but will degrade the performance of less familiar tasks. Reducing social loafing. According to Dan J. Rothwell, it takes the 3 C's of motivation to get a group moving, that is, collaboration, content, and choice. Thus, the answer to social loafing may be motivation. Collaboration is a way to get everyone involved in the group by assigning each member special and meaningful tasks. Content identifies the importance of the individual's specific task within the group. If group members see their role as that involved in completing a worthy task, then they are more likely to fulfill it. Choice gives the group members the opportunity to choose the task they want to fulfill. Allowing group members the freedom to choose their role makes social loafing less significant and encourages the members to work together as a team. Ability and motivation are essential, but insufficient for effective team functioning. A team must also coordinate the skills, efforts, and actions of its members in order to effectively achieve its goal.
Created using Powtoon.